Hi guys! Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a scrunchie just like this one. Yours is going to look prettier though because I've worn this quite a couple of times since I did it. This is a really simple and quick project, especially for beginners. So for this you're going to need two different colors of yarn. I'm going to be using this light purple one and then this blue one. A 3.5mm crochet hook, one yarn needle, a pair of scissors, and then just an old hair tie. So for the base, I'm going to start off by using my blue color. You're just going to take your yarn and make a slip knot. And how you do that is you get the tail of the yarn and you basically twist it over two of your fingers to kind of create an X like that. Then you take your hook and you put it under the first part of the X, and you want to grab the second piece of yarn and just pull it through until it looks like this, and then just tie it together. And then you want to grab onto the longer side of your yarn and kind of pull it to tighten. I had to change my camera settings real quick, so then you're just going to take your hair tie. Also, I apologize for the background noise. I have my window open and there's kids screaming outside. You're going to take your yarn and your hair tie and kind of put them side by side. You're just going to try to hold on to this piece of the yarn, and then you want to go under your hair tie, pull up the yarn, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. And this is how you do a single crochet. So let's do it one more time. You go under your hair tie and you grab the yarn, pull over, and then you grab the yarn again and pull through both loops. So for the base of the scrunchie, you want to go ahead and make single crochets all around the hair tie. So let's just do a couple more together just to show you again. You go under your hair tie and grab the yarn again, and then pull through both loops, just like that. So let's continue working single crochets in our scrunchie. I'm going to continue with the single crochets around the whole tie, and I will meet you guys at the end. So I'm finished with my single crochets and my hair tie looks like this. And to finish off this round, you want to look for the first single crochet you did, which for me would be this one here, and you want to insert your hook inside it and then just yarn over, pull through, and then pull through this one as well, and that is a slip stitch. So to start off round 2, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we will be working 3 double crochets in each single crochet stitch all around the hair tie. The chain 3 already works as our first double crochet, but to do a double crochet you have to yarn over, go into that same stitch that you just used. Let me show you this one. Yarn over, and you now have 3 chains on your hook. Then yarn over again, pull through 2 like this, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And this is how you do a double crochet. So we're going to do another one into that same stitch. So again, yarn over, go into that same hole, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And we'll be doing this around the entire hair tie. So I'm just going to show you a couple more times to get the drill of it. So yarn over, so in the next stitch, so this one, you want to yarn over and then insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 2 more times. insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then one last time, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over again. As you go around, you will see that ruffles will start to form. It's going to look really cute. So let's just continue doing that, and I will meet you guys at the end. So just a quick update, I'm already halfway through, and as you can see, the ruffles have already started forming. It should look like this. All right, there we have our first round. And to finish off this round, you just want to slip stitch to the top 3 of the first single crochet we did. So if you remember, we did chain 3. You're just going to search for the 3rd stitch, which is right here for me. You're just going to insert your hook inside of it, then pull the yarn through both loops and fasten off. And there you have your first round. If you already like the volume of your scrunchie, you could obviously just leave it off like that, but I prefer mine to be bigger, so I'm just going to do basically the same thing around for round 3, which will be working 3 double crochets into each single stitch. To start off, we will be chaining 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then you want to yarn over and insert your hook into that same space, pull up, and then do a double crochet. You will do this one more time. So yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2 again. Now this will take you a little bit longer than the last round because you will now basically have 3 times the amount of stitches as before. Yarn over, insert your hook inside that next stitch, and then pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2 again. 2 more times into that same stitch, and then just one last time, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And as usual, you will keep doing 3 double crochets inside of each stitch around the scrunchie, and I will meet you guys at the end. Alright, so I am finished with my second round of double crochets, and so we are going to be switching colors now. So normally to finish off this round you would go on top of the chain 3 like we did before in slip stitch, but because you want to switch colors, you're just going to insert your hook, and then you're going to grab your second color, kind of just place it on your hook and slip stitch with this second color. So just pull through and then pull through again. And now we're just going to go around and do 1 single crochet inside every stitch. So I'm going to start off by placing my hook inside that same space right here, and then just yarning over and pulling through 2. So this is my first single crochet. I'm going to do this a couple of times with you guys. So insert your hook, pull up the yarn, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Just like this. Let's do it again. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 again. And this is how it should look like. So let's just keep going with single crochets around the scrunchie. Obviously, if the blue yarn is bothering you, just take your yarn scissors and cut the yarn. I mean, you will have to cut it eventually, but you could just do that now. And don't worry, we will be hiding all of those loose ends at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my single crochets all around the scrunchie, and I will meet you guys at the end, right where we started, to fasten off and finish our project. So I just finished making my single crochets around the entire scrunchie, and now I want to finish off this last round by slip stitching just like before. So I'm just going to insert my hook into that first single crochet we did, and I'm going to pull the yarn through and then do that again. And just something I like to do is do 2 slip stitches. So I'm going to go into that next stitch, pull the yarn through, and then once again, like so. And now I'm going to take my scissors and cut off the yarn and just pull through and kind of fasten off. And this is the finished scrunchie. So I'm just going to get my yarn needle and I'm going to try and kind of sew in all of the leftover yarn. I'm going to start with this one, and it's always kind of hard to get the yarn through the needle, especially when it's acrylic yarn, just like that. And it's nothing special really, I just go around in under the stitches and I kind of just pull through like so. And I'm going to do this like a couple more times. Just once more, like so. And then I'm going to do it one more time into the next stitch. And now that the yarn is secured, I'm going to take my scissors and cut the piece off. And I'm just going to do the same for the rest. You know, having excess yarn around the inner part of a scrunchie can be a little trickier to hide, just because it will be quite difficult trying to hide it inside the single crochets we did at the beginning, you know, around the hair tie. So what I like to do is just kind of work around the second row of double crochets we did. So I'm just going to take my needle with the yarn and kind of go under here, and then don't pull through yet, just go around, go inside a couple of stitches like this, and then pull through. And it's hardly visible also because it's the same color. And so then I'm just going to do this again. Just go under here maybe, and then under right there as well, and just one more, and pull through. And once I've done that, I am happy with, you know, how I've hidden my yarn. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and cut off the tail. I want to kind of play around with it a little bit to layer the ruffles so it doesn't look as chaotic as it did in the beginning. Like this, maybe. And once you've done that, there you have your finished scrunchie. I think it turned out really cute. Let me know if you tried it out and how your scrunchies turned out. See you in my next video. Bye guys!